Hey, what's going on everyone? Matthew from therighttrader.com back again with another video today. We're going to be talking about Shopify and doing a price prediction and analysis for 2020. Now, Shopify was obviously one of the star stocks in 2019, and there's a very high chance that continues in 2020. Now, its market cap is $52 billion, which right before I made this video, I thought about that for a second, and I thought, can you really even put a cap on e-commerce, right? I mean, it really kind of feels like the next Amazon in the making. Obviously, their business models are different in that sense, but this could really be, a 200, 500 billion dollar stock pretty easily in the grand scheme of things. And I mean, it's really just the beginning, although it has gone up so much. I think there's a lot more room to grow. I can already see Shopify being $1,000 stock. Not that that's necessarily going to happen in 2020, but I can see it moving into that $1,000 range, in the relative short future within the next 3 to 5 years pretty easily. And it could even happen sooner. I mean, we've seen the power that it has, so that wouldn't even be surprising at all. Now, taking a look at the more detailed chart, weekly time frame. So each of these candlesticks represents 1 week. We obviously can see the just great uptrend that we had. I mean, this has been non-stop moving higher. And like I always say with stocks like this, you got to be very careful trying to call a top, because anyone who's tried to call a top on something like this has gotten burned pretty much every time, right? Especially recently, since the beginning of 2019. Literally, the beginning of 2019 has gone up nonstop. Since then, we had that dip where we hit resistance at $410. And then we had a really nice U-shaped bounce right on off this uptrend line. And now we're moving higher. We broke above $410 and we actually moved above $450. So that's exactly what you want to see, right? That is textbook bullish, pattern and price action. Now that we're above $450, I think the next stop is $500. That is very typical. After you break $450, it's very easy to get to $500. And so that's probably coming up within the next 2 to 3 months. Like I said, I think that I wouldn't be surprised to see Shopify pushing into the $600, $750 range, $800 in 2020, right? Really, I mean, who knows? It could even go higher than that when I'm thinking about it. But let's say $750 to $800. I'm almost inclined to say that it could push, $900 to $1,000 in 2020. It's hard to say where we're going to find that resistance that really causes it to struggle a bit more. But for now, we certainly haven't found that yet. And I'm also just going to draw our really longer term uptrend line here. I don't think we're going to be revisiting that uptrend line for a while here. This one seems to be holding very steady. And until we break below this uptrend line, things are probably not going to slow down that much, right? We might come back and test it, but if we get that bounce, it doesn't really matter, right? Because we're probably going to be moving higher. Now, we could have a little bit of a pullback here because we haven't really came back and tested this $410 mark after the breakout. So definitely watch out for a pullback to that level. Could happen sooner rather than later, or maybe after we test $500, we'll pull back down to $410 and then move on forwards after that. But I do think that that is a little level there that does need to be retested. Also, if we look at the indicators, like I said, I mean, crazy move. It's obviously an extended move, but it's been keeping up. And if I go ahead and draw, we've got the uptrend line on the RSI. We actually have broken out of this downtrend line right here on the RSI, and we're above that 70 mark. So very bullish RSI action there. And the MACD is currently uptrending. It's above the orange line, so that's very bullish as well. We're green on the histogram. The only little bullish signal that I found on the indicators is if we draw this downtrend line right here, kind of creates a symmetrical triangle pattern with the uptrend line, but it's nothing really to be concerned about or specifically bearish, right? It just kind of shows the pattern that the RSI is likely going to be around that $70 range, which is bullish, So can't really find anything bearish to point out on the chart. I mean, like I said, this is about textbook as bullish as it gets for a chart. Very strong trend, and it's an uptrend. So like I said, the only time I'd be careful and worried about Shopify coming back down to lower levels is if it drops below this uptrend line right here. At that point, we could potentially be looking at a retest of, $280, $300, or a worst case scenario would be $175, but that would have to be really bad, right? It's not something that I would expect. That would be in the case of, a bit of a market crash or something like that. So right now, I mean, the trend is up and all signs point towards it continuing to make new all-time highs in 2020. This is the end of the stock prediction. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed it, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more. Also, don't forget to check out my other stock price prediction videos for 2020. I already covered a bunch of stock like Apple, Tesla, and a whole bunch of other ones. Link to that in the description of this video. Let me know other stocks that you want me to cover, and also check out my technical analysis master course. It's the ultimate guide to technical analysis. You can get it for less than $20, and it comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee. It teaches you everything absolutely that you need to learn surrounding technical analysis. Thanks for watching, everyone, and have a great day.